Good deal. Good deal. All right, how's everybody doing? Making this video uh day after Thanksgiving. It's 27th. So got a couple of people in the comment section. Some of my older videos were asking questions about the nexiq and stuff like that. I'm gonna kind of talk to y'all about that. Then I'm gonna talk about just used trucks again. I'm not gonna go into the full diatribe about. Well, hell, I probably will talk about hours and so on and so forth. But I'm gonna probably look at some examples of some trucks that I see as being a good deal. So anyway, first things first. If you guys are trying to, you can order your nexiq. You can order your interface off of Amazon. I think they're like 600 and some odd dollars now. Uh, you can probably go to the nexiq website. You can order it from there too. The thing is, you still have to go to. So you're gonna order your nexiq USB link 2. Okay, so like right now I'm on Amazon and they're showing to have it for about $625. Okay, so it comes for 625 bucks. Got the little book and tells you everything. Um, USB link 2. That's what you're going to be buying, right? And then when you actually get the interface or the USB link 2, you're going to go to let me find this website real quick. Next link. Uh, Let me see. Take a DTNA. And where is it at? Daimler Trucks North America. I'm trying to remember how I found this. Let me see. Give me a second, y'all. 'Cause every time I do it, because you got to re up this thing every year, man. And I know that sounds stupid, but it is what it is. So every time I do it, I end up having to kind of go back through and remember what I did and find it again. So you're gonna buy your what you call it your your Nexic, which is your USB to your USB link, and then you're gonna go to a website called diagnosticlink.nexic.com. Okay, so and when you get to diagnosticlink.nexic.com, you're this is why I was kind of saying when whoever made that comment, I forgot your name, but there's a website called Daimler Trucks North America, so that's DTNA. Okay, and you can register there, or you can register on diagnosticlink.com. So you're going to go to Nexic, or actually it's diagnosticlink.nexic.com. Let me see if I can share my screen real fast so y'all can see what it looks like. And hold on, I'm about to open up another window. Do this the right way so I don't have any strange stuff going on. And you're gonna register. You're gonna probably end up registering as a you can be a third party or facility or a fleet owner or something. And when you register there, because I think what I did when I do mine, I register at DTNA first and register and love. Okay, here we go. Let me let this load, and then we'll go back try to share the screen. And let's see. Nope. Nope. I don't know why is it not asking me. Let me see something. And let's go through this again. Okay. Why did it just do that? Why did it share the screen? Okay. Okay. So I don't know if y'all can see this. Uh, that's what it's gonna look like. Okay. So it's gonna look like this, and you can see in the corner, upper right hand corner, you're gonna have it. It's just diagnostic link dot nexiq.com, and it's got you see it shows you it's tied to the DTNA, so it's tied to Detroit, North America. So you could do your login at Detroit, North America, or you can do your login here. But this is where you're gonna actually purchase your software. Okay, this is where you're actually gonna buy your software, and this is where you're gonna basically end up downloading it from. You're gonna download it from this website. Okay, so you have to register here, get your login, and then you can log in there, use your credit card, download your purchase your software. You'll download it to your laptop. Uh, it should come with a driver. If it doesn't have a driver with it, then you can always go back to the nexiq website and download your driver. Okay. So I'm sorry that took so long to explain, but this is what the website looks like. So anybody that goes on there, uh, this is what this is what you should be looking for when you want to log in, purchase your software. If I remember correctly, I'm not gonna log in. I don't want y'all to see all my login information. I want to say I paid 700 and some odd dollars. I could probably find my receipt if I really wanted to look for it. I don't ever buy the engineering level. The engineering level is I think 1,200 bucks, 11 or $1,200, something like that. And I think the base level is like $600 or $700. Uh, Engineering level is of course it's better. It allows you to do a lot more functions as far as changing parameters and things like that. But as far as what I do, because the only reason I ever bought it was mainly just so I could. Let me stop sharing my screen. The only reason I ever bought it was just so I could. First, I could do my resets for the DPF cleanings. Okay. Um, when your truck runs that code saying it's time for your DPF, your filters to be cleaned, you can go in there and you can reset all that with your diagnostic link. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all something. This is okay. I guess when you start explaining it, there's a lot of little things that kind of tied to it. Remember this key fact: there's gonna be when you go into diagnostic link, there's gonna be things. I think they're called secret seeds. Okay, it's gonna tell you to go talk to your dealer to get a secret seed so you can change parameters inside of your truck's ECU. Um, it's going to ask you for that also when you want to reset your DPF filters, the filter minder, as far as the clock on that, as far as when you clean your DPF filters. So when you go on, you can do a Google search. I think the company I use is called like Net Octopus or something like that, or Web Octopus .nl or something, where they will sell you you'll buy tokens, and those tokens will basically sell you a backdoor seed. Okay, it's just going to be a little password that they're going to sell you based on the VIN number of your truck. Okay, So there are other people. I'm not gonna go through it because I don't need to go through it right now. But I'm just giving y'all a heads up. If you're going to if you're getting the diagnostic link and you know you're going to be doing something that's going to require the secret seed, and you know you don't want to go to the dealership to deal with them to get it, you're going to have to find a service online that will provide that. It's no different than if y'all need like an immobilizer key built or something like that. You're essentially doing the same thing. You have a lot of people online that can sell you codes based on the VIN number. Like if you have to get a key cut for a particular type of car, it's the same idea. They will they will have a basically a randomizer, and they'll be able to duplicate the code that the dealership or the manufacturer would duplicate based on your VIN number. So I think it costs like 20 or 30 bucks to buy. I want to say 15 or 20 tokens. So uh, they don't ever expire. You know, you just keep them in your email and just use them whenever you need to use them. And again, that gives you the ability to go in there and to reset your parameters when you need to. Okay, so I'm just trying to hit anybody off at the pass in case they're doing something and they get in there. You see, because it sucks to think you spent you know $1,400 on stuff and you get in there, you still can't do what you want to do. So, just giving y'all a heads up. That's the other part of this thing that you're going to have to deal with, and it's not that big of a deal. You can work around it. So, beside that though, the base level it allows me to change the speed, idle timer. I can do injector differential test, which is basically trying to see if you have an injector that's not functioning up to par. You can do your parked regions. You can do. I've done my def quality report. I know I had to change out that the air valve that runs your that supplies air to your def pump. And after you do that, you're gonna have to run because there's certain parameters, there's a certain amount of air pressure and depth pressure that you're supposed to have when that truck's functioning. So what you're gonna do if you ever have a problem with that pump, you're gonna do a forced regen, a park regen. You're gonna set it up with your laptop, and you're gonna monitor the amount of air and depth flow during that regen. That's gonna let you know that your pump is actually functioning properly. That's the depth pump that's on the uh, tucked up under that frame rail. Like if you have a Cascadia, it runs. I think that basically pushes the air to your def tank to the pump. I'm sorry if I'm remembering correctly. Um, but I did a video on that a long time ago. Anyway, but you can do. There's a pretty good amount of procedures you can do with the base model. Um, I would still, if I really want to spend the money, would prefer having the engineering model because I know I could probably do more. But just for your the base model is good, man, to keep you from having to go to a dealership to have to reset your codes. Like I say, I don't take my DPF filters to a dealer to get cleaned. I take them out of my truck. I take them to a car wash and I spray them out with a car wash with the high pressure nozzle of the car wash. Okay, that's all I do. And if any of y'all were ever wondering if that works, it worked perfectly fine. Okay, I cleaned mine at about I want to say I cleaned them at the high sixes, almost 700,000, and my truck has like 954,000 miles on it right now. And it as long as when you pull your filters out, you can still see the serial numbers on there because when you reset those when you reset that code, it's going to specifically ask you for the serial numbers or the part numbers that are on the canisters, the actual filters themselves. Okay, if your filters have been in there, because I know for myself, the numbers on my filters were getting so worn down that I figured after this next time when I clean them, I'm going to probably buy two new filters. So it's going to ask you for the numbers off of those filters. Of course, you don't have to have the actual numbers, but you have to have the number, some numbers that fit the sequence that it's asking for. So just a little heads up on that. And like I say, if you do that, when I clean mine that way, I cleaned them and I let them sit for about 2 days. Okay, uh, to make sure they were drained out. Let them sit and dry out. Inside the house or something in a pretty cool, dry environment. and just sit them on some towels and change the towels out. And then you can do it over a weekend, and put them back in the truck. Get new filter, get the new clamps and the new little seals that go around there. And when you start your truck, you run your truck for a little bit, let it idle, and then you can do a regen after you let them get up to temperature. And then you have your nexiq, so you can watch your temperatures as far as your inlet and your exhaust temperature from your sensor. You can see that inside the software, and you'll just monitor that. And then you do a regen, let them get up to temperature. You dry them all the way out. You're good to go. Just take your time when you're doing that. I wouldn't start the truck up and go right to a regen. Let the truck kind of idle for a little bit, blow some of that warm air across them, let them get up to temperature, and then you start with the regen. So, uh, next topic, I'm going to something completely different. I'm getting off the nexiq. I hope I explained all that to y'all so y'all can kind of understand how that works. I'm gonna go back on my little video I made a couple weeks back where I was talking about shopping for used trucks. Okay, and I'm not gonna harp on this, but I just want y'all. I want y'all to, I want y'all to be careful out there as far as what y'all are looking at, man. If any of y'all are planning on buying any of these trucks that have a DPF, SCR, and so on and so forth on them, you have to be mindful of the hours that the trucks are running. Okay, and I would almost say be more mindful of that than your concern over the miles the truck has on it, because again, these trucks, man, they're not designed to be idling like that. It's really one of the worst things you can do to a diesel particulate filter and an engine that's running EGR is idle it, because y'all know you're running low temperature exhaust through something that really thrives on high temperature exhaust to clean itself. Okay, and if your engine's not really running optimally, you're probably pushing a little bit of fuel through that too. And not to mention the other stuff, coolant and things like that. Because all kind of stuff. Look, man, if y'all clean your filters out, take those filters out yourself and clean them. You'll see all the crap coming out of there. I had coolant coming out of mine. You'll see that when you're washing them filters out, you'll have the red coolant coming out and the soot coming out. So that's coming. That's all the stuff that goes through your exhaust stream. So just be mindful of that when you're shopping for one of these trucks, and you want to pay attention to if a truck idle a lot or not. So let me get to what I want y'all to look at real quick. Now, I'm not saying this to make it harder for me to get one of these trucks, because I'm actually going to buy one of these trucks. But I figured it's enough to go around for everybody, so I don't think it'll be that big of a deal. Now, I'm telling y'all right now, don't come in here messing up my auction, okay? Now, if you all you go to Ritchie Brothers, and you will see Denver is having an auction where they have. My thing is, I'm going for a Freightliner Cascadia. They got a lot of the Kenworths, and they got a lot of the Peterbilts with the IS6 Cummins in them. If y'all are Cummins guys, they got those. They got them. So they actually have more of the Peterbilts, I think, in the Kenworths than they do the Freightliners, which is for me. I'm looking for the DD15 engine, and the Freightliner truck is incidental. I'll say it like that. I just want the engine is what I'm looking for. So what I want to get y'all to kind of pay attention to. So I'm trying to find one that actually has the hours listed on it. So give me a second here, and I will. When I find one, I will pull it up so I can show it to y'all on the screen, because I want y'all to pay attention to something that I talked about in the prior video. And let's see, man. if I can find one of these that has that HEM report, which will make this easier. And this one does not. I don't know why they don't do these. I guess they don't do these at all. Some of these, you'll when you go on the website, they'll have a report that you can click on that will tell you. They will basically what they did is I guess Richard Brothers is getting a little smart because I was actually going to start. I was actually thinking about charging people a fee to do that down here in the Houston area, but I guess Richard Brothers is getting kind of smart as far as knowing what people are looking for to when they're shopping for trucks. Let's see. I am looking for Freightliners. Hell, we'll do Peterbilt's and Freightliners. And for y'all that don't know, the Richard Brothers website is extremely slow. It's just always been like that. I don't know why. I'm gonna search Fort Worth, and I'm going to search. And Fort Worth. Well, I'll do Fort Worth first. Okay, so out of Fort Worth, it looks like the vast majority of the trucks they have are Peterbilts. They're the 2016 579 Peterbilts. ISX Cummins, pretty much running about 600,000 miles. Uh, Low sixes to the sevens. Okay. Uh, and for goodness sakes, man, they don't have the hours on these either. I can't believe this. Come on, y'all. Does not make any sense. Idle time exceeded. That's interesting. Okay, let me find one of these that actually has the find one that actually has the what I'm looking for on here. And it's kind of let me see something here. Bear with me, guys. I'm trying to get this thing up so y'all can see this, so y'all don't just hear telling you what it is. And I'm trying to figure out why some of these trucks, they have another PDF you can look at that will it'll actually tell you. It'll give you, like I said, it'll give you a printout. It'll tell you the codes running recently, how many times that code came up. And it seems like only one of the auction houses, one of the RB Richard Brothers auction houses is doing that. And that's the one in Atlanta, which is kind of funny. Uh, Colorado, Denver doesn't do it. Fort Worth isn't doing it. So I might have to search Atlanta, which I wasn't planning. Go to Atlanta. And okay. So we are looking at a we'll look at builds. Let me see if it has the report. Hell. Well, Kenworth's got 600,000 miles on it. So let me see. Are you kidding me? So laughing at me now, man. This is getting kind of ridiculous. So even in the Atlanta auction, they don't all have the same report. This is very annoying. Yeah, 1 second, y'all. I'm trying to get it together here. Let me try this one. It's going to be 2016 Cascadia with a ISX Cummins engine in it. Okay, finally. Find one with the. Okay. Now, y'all are going to get on here, and it is going to say, and let me make sure this is up. Let's see. Share screen. Exit full screen. Share screen. What are we doing here? Okay. And now it's not showing up on the screen anymore. That's great. One second. And it's turned. I'm already 25 minutes in. Come on, man. All right. So let me. Why is this thing not working? Man. Anyway, I don't know. Now my screen share is not working. So anyway, I might try this one more time. I might not. Point of what I'm trying to do, or what I'm trying to get y'all to see, is yeah, I'm not gonna mess with this anymore. Spending too much time talking about this crap. It's kind of pissing me off. Anyway, okay. Anyway, y'all go. Y'all look at it. We got a. Let me find the truck I was looking at again. I cannot believe it took that long fooling with that screen share shit. Come on, man. Okay, so when you go to this truck, Atlanta, Georgia. Okay, when you go into the Ritchie Brothers website, you look at this truck. What they're gonna have is they're gonna have something called an HEM data dashboard. Okay, HEM data dashboard. Okay, that's what it's called. That's what you're looking for. And when you see that, when you see that, it's essentially going to let me get this crap up here so y'all can see it. Okay, hopefully y'all can see this. Okay, hopefully y'all can see this. This is the HEM dash data dash report. Let me see if I can make this bigger. Okay, so you look at this is a 2016 Freightliner Cascadia. Okay, this truck is sitting at 522,000 miles, and it's saying the engine odometer. What is this? It's too small for me to even read. This is annoying me. Let me go back to the original post so I can. I know if y'all can't, if I can't read it, I'm pretty sure y'all probably can't see it either. Okay, this is a little bit of a problem because it says engine odometer is 532,000 miles. Odometer instrument cluster one is 590,000 miles. Okay. Uh, and then they have a engine total hours of operation is 11,000 hours. After treatment number one, diesel particulate filter soot load percent is 15%. That's a very, this is a decent report, and not as in depth as the reports from Detroit's, but it's decent. And let me see if I can make this a little bit bigger and see if it shows up so y'all can see it. Okay, I think I still don't think y'all can see that very well. Okay, okay, I think we could probably see that a little bit better. Okay, so this is again odometer. We have an issue here. Uh, I know you can have an issue between the uh, engine odometer, and I mean that means something was disconnected. If that's the case, you could have a differential when you get a truck If you have a truck that was piggybacked when they brought it out of wherever, if it came out of Mexico and they say they took it up to Ohio or something, you'll have 13 or 1400 miles on that truck if it was getting pulled by the other trucks. If the ECM and everything was plugged up and it was reading it, okay. But we're almost talking about 60,000 miles here, so I don't know about that. But what I want y'all to pay attention to is 11,000 hours, okay? 11,000 hours. Uh, this is a truck that's sitting at 500,000 miles, well, between 500 and 600,000 miles, and it has 11,000 hours, which again is in line with what I was saying in my video. That's what y'all should be looking for when y'all are looking at these trucks. That's why some of these trucks that are at these auctions, you don't want anything to do with them. Let me see if they got this for the Peterbilt here. I'm trying to find another one to see if it's around the same thing. You don't want anything to do with a truck that's sitting at, 600,000 miles with 18 or 19,000 hours. Because again, that means that truck spent a lot of time idling. And that's why I'm kind of emphasizing that on these Walmart trucks, because again, these are trucks that were basically, they have now this is interesting. These trucks have they all have APUs on them. And I'm looking at another one right now. It has more codes on it. It's sitting at 610,000 miles and 13,000 hours. Okay. So that truck idled more than it should have. Okay. Um, for the amount of miles it has. But again, it says after treatment number one, diesel particulate filter suit load percentage is 0%. Uh, got a couple of codes, mainly cruise control, AC compressor, clutch, stuff like that. They have an emissions code, ECU power output supply voltage number one. You have to look that up, see what it was. But that's about it. Same engine, ISX 15, blah, blah, blah. Either way, though, that mileage is not bad. That's not a terrible, terrible mileage. I'm going to now go on here just as an example. I'm going to go on here to the website, just search for Freightliner Cascadia. 2016, same year model, and kind of see what we're looking at mileage wise, just so y'all can have an idea of what. Well, look at that. Let me see. This looks like a Penske truck. They probably won't have the hours on here though. Yeah. Yeah, it's not really showing you a lot of details. Yeah, they don't have a report for it or anything. Let's see. Is anything on here? Nope. I think it's funny that the only ones that they will do those reports on seem to be the Walmart trucks. That I think is kind of funny. But anyway, typically what y'all will find, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this because I'm already 30 minutes in on this video. What y'all will usually find is these trucks, when they're 2016s, they got about 600,000 or 700,000 miles on them. They'll be sitting at about 15,000 to 18,000 hours. And again, this is why I harp on, like a lot of the guys down here in Houston, they are always looking at the oil field trucks. Y'all might want to stay away from those trucks if you're looking at if you're talking about an older truck, man, got a Series 60 Detroit or OC15 Cat or something like that in there. Yeah, if the price is right, I'd get it. Okay. But anything new that's got a DPF filter in it, I wouldn't mess with it because that truck was spending a lot of time idling. Unless you're trying to find an oil filled truck that has an APU on it and you can verify that it has low hours, I would not mess with it. I just think it's a big mistake if you try to buy a truck that has those emission control systems on it and it spent a lot of time idling. I just think you're setting yourself up for trouble as far as having to repair a lot of stuff later on down the line. So I kind of gave y'all a little hint on where they were selling those trucks at. I think they got them in Denver, they got them in Maryland, and they have them in Ohio and Atlanta. So those are the trucks that I would be seeking out. If you're going to buy one of these used trucks, get you one with an APU. If that truck has between 5 and 700,000 miles on it, it shouldn't have the idle hours shouldn't be any higher than 14,000. Not idle hours. I mean hours. Period. It shouldn't have more than 14,000 hours on the engine. Okay, really, probably shit 13,000 hours actually, for 700,000 miles. So that's it, man. I'm gonna get on off here. I've been talking and running my mouth for too long. So y'all take care. Again, look it up on Ritchie Brothers. That's where I was looking at it. You're gonna see the report, and you click on a truck, you'll see that report there. It's called the HEM data report, and that will give you an idea, at least a little bit of an idea of what that truck looks like as far as any codes that have been stored, or the idle hours and or the hours. I keep saying idle hours and the miles on that truck. So that's it. I want y'all to have a wonderful rest of your weekend and get out there next week and make some money. And we'll talk to y'all later.